Hey. Sup? I need more light. I need more light. Give me that light. There's too much darkness in the background. Hold up. Ow. Yeah, there we go. Hello. Damn, this shit laggy, actually. Hold up. Let me go ahead and save this. Close out of it. Close out of it. Windows Server. Why are you taking up all that space? Let's close out of my messages. Close out of my Finder. Is this actually? Hold up. Bam. All right. Let's check on it. Let's check on it. How we doing? How's the sales? Guys, thank you. 2 sales on the 4th. Guys, I appreciate that. Now, was that mostly Baccarat, the book that I'm least proud of? Absolutely. But listen, that's okay. A win is a win. A win is a win. A win is a win. I'll take this. Yeah, and it looks like we got Canada and we got the United States. So what's up, Canada? Appreciate you. Thank you very much for being part of the experience. Yeah. I don't know. Me personally, being like a audiobook narrator, there's something that I like. Let's say, for example.
Hi. Oh, yeah. What? Chocolate what it?
Like, I remember doing this stuff back in the day, trying to do like characters. I don't know if I don't know if I could ever actually do something like this ever again, you know?
Trust you? Are you serious?
Like,
To be or not to be? That is the question.
I feel like this is good. You get a good read of like what their voice is like and what they could basically, like, if I were to have a book in mind, if I heard this,
Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles.
I'm not actually paying attention to what he's saying. I'm more paying attention to like the flow of the words, like how one word flows into the next, and the iteration, the sing songiness of the voice as it leads into the next sentence. Like, I could pretty much figure out how he would read a book that I have in mind.
And by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep, no more.
But when it comes to things like,
Chapter 6. Romance.
oh, that's pretty good, actually.
1795 to 1802.
Yeah. So that would be like basically how I would hear. I love these kind of takes. I love doing these kind of takes. I love putting these types of demos out there. I really enjoy like this stuff.
Before the coffee gets cold. Chapter 1. The Lovers. Oh gosh, is that the time? Sorry, I have to go. The man mumbled evasively as he stood up and reached for his bag. What? The woman said. She glared with uncertainty.
Like, definitely, I mean, she would even probably say this herself, like, oh, I could definitely see, like, how I could grow. But Sandra does a really good job of, like, being able to keep a very neutral tone throughout the entire read instead of getting, like, maybe entirely lost in the character and being, like, very, you know, anime voice with it. Like, I really enjoy, like, that kind of read to it. But I've had many auditions where it's kind of like,
As he approached the stream, his heart began to thump.
actually that's pretty good. I'm trying to find some sort of character.
Equifax Amplify AI is simply different. It empowers businesses.
Anxiety is something we all experience.
October 1990.
These guys are all good. I can't hate. They're all good. They're all good. What can I say? Too good. Kick.com/OGEgo. Let's see it. Who's here? Nobody. Hey, but I got 22 followers. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Thank you for the 22 followers. Stop. Why are you doing that?
It's muted.
Whoa. I think that's generally a bad idea to do that. Because then you could accidentally, like, capture somebody who's, like, banned on Twitch. That wouldn't be a good idea to do that. Sorry, Kick. I was going to feature you guys, but I feel like it's just a generally bad idea to feature Kick while I'm on here. So, sorry about that, guys. I was trying to not ignore your chats. That was my intent there. All right. Open reset. Gen AI. There we go. That's actually much better. All right. Here we go. Do I have a duplicated? Oh, triplicated channel. Except it is kind of like slightly delayed. Actually, no. Yeah, it is good. It is good. All right, so there's this concept, though, that when you have a repeated channel, like I'm listening to that repeated channel right now because I can't really hear how I sound like. Like you guys hear what this thing is producing, but I can't really hear that. I can only hear what I'm hearing myself from like behind my mouth. But what this thing is allowing me to do is it's allowing me to hear exactly what goes into the mic to my headphone about, I want to say less than a second, like maybe about 4 milliseconds of a delay. So there's a slight delay, but it's not much. And what that does is there's these two different interference modes in quantum mechanics or just really light, just like light functions. So if you have two wavelengths, yeah, honestly, it doesn't have to be electromagnetic. It could be any wave. If you have two waves, they can either overlap with one another and build upon each other, which would be constructive interference, or they could overlap with each other but cancel each other out, and that would be destructive interference. So I think that when you have sound being piped to your headphones and it's about half a second or a second away, you get a huge destructive interference where your mind can no longer really process what it's trying to produce. Whereas if you just had like the tiniest bit of delay, you would still have a large amount of constructive interference. And that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling a lot of constructive interference. I can hear exactly how I'm going to sound. And that gives me the reassurance that I'm doing the right thing, and it gives me more energy to do it more correctly. So that's my mentality of that. All right, guys. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're on chapter 10. Welcome in. Chapter 10. Let's go back. Let's take it back. It's 11:11. Make a wish, kings. Look into my eyes and wish. And your wish will come true. But worry not, because the mouth that grants wishes also casts curses. So watch out. Because be careful what you wish for. Sometimes you get exactly what you want in the worst way. Be specific. Be specific with your speech. Got it? Locked in? Hurry up and wish it. 'Cause it's 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 11:12 now. It's 11:12. So if you didn't lock in that wish and make it, it is over. So sorry to burst your bubble. But yes. Whatever you just wished for, it will come true. It will come true. Trust me. Yeah. So here we are. And I know what I wish for. So let's get it started. I know what I always wish for. A1 since day one. All right. Chapter 10. More interview questions on ChatGPT and generative AI applications. Let's do it. Chapter 10. Chapter 10. More interview questions on ChatGPT and generative AI applications. Generative AI encompasses a diverse range of applications. Generative AI encompasses a diverse range of applications, each requiring unique skills and problem-solving approaches. As models like ChatGPT and other generative tools continue to evolve, interviewers increasingly ask questions about real-world applications of these technologies. This bonus chapter presents interview questions. This bonus chapter presents interview questions, frameworks, and solutions for specific applications such as ChatGPT-powered chatbots, image captioning systems, retrieval, 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 retrieval augmented generation, and high-resolution content synthesis. ChatGPT. ChatGPT, personal assistant chatbot. Personal assistant chatbot. Question: How would you design a chat? How would you design a ChatGPT-based personal assistant chatbot capable of handling a variety of tasks, such as scheduling, answering questions, and summarizing information? Approach: begin by understanding the core components required to build a chatbot using ChatGPT or similar transformer-based models. Transformer-based models. Input handling. Process natural language inputs using tokenization and normalization to prepare them for the model. Model selection. Model selection. Use a fine-tuned ChatGPT model. Use a fine-tuned ChatGPT model, such as GPT-4, optimized for multi-turn conversations. Task management. Integrate APIs for task execution, such as calendar scheduling, email summarization, and knowledge retrieval. And knowledge retrieval. And knowledge retrieval. What's up, Kirsten? How you doing? How you doing tonight? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good evening. Let's see. And knowledge retrieval. And knowledge retrieval. And knowledge retrieval. Okay. Context management. Context management. Context management. Maintain conversation history to ensure context-aware Maintain conversation history to ensure context-aware responses using technologies like attention caching. Deployment and scaling. Deployment and scaling. Deploy the chatbot as an API with support for concurrency. With support for concurrency, latency reduction, and monitoring tools. Follow-up question. How would you reduce the latency for generating responses in a real-time environment? Use model quantization. Optimize optimize the inference pipeline, batch API requests, and leverage faster hardware, GPUs or TPUs. Okay. Let's go ahead and save that. I'm good. Better today than the rest of the week. Oh, that's good. I love to hear that. Congratulations, Kirsten. Congratulations. I'm really glad that you're in better spirits than earlier in the week. So sorry to hear about earlier in the week, but glad that it's turned around. Had an orthodontist appointment. Did some painting, went live. Oh, that's cool. How was the live session? I love that. I'm here. It was a chill day. Hope it was a fun session painting. I hope Rhiannon and Bibble and Phoebe all turned up. What are we recording tonight? We are recording a book on generative AI. I'm going to go ahead and do my best to get this submitted by the end of the weekend. So I've been steady recording this throughout the week. I think I can get most of it edited tomorrow. I'm walking in a fashion show tomorrow, so I'll be a little preoccupied in the evening, but I think I'll be able to knock out a good amount of this tomorrow and the day after. So I hope I can get this completed by the end of this weekend. I'll be very happy if that's the case. So that's what I am recording tonight. And we are 62 out of 83 pages. So we have about 20 pages to go. It's a shorter book. I'd say about an hour and a half, I think, is what it'll be. And it seems like it's staying true to that timeline. So that's what's happening tonight. Image captioning. No. Image captioning. Question. Design a system that generates image. Question. Design a system that generates image captions based on visual inputs. No. Design a system that generates image captions. No. Design a system that generates image captions based on visual inputs. Using a combination of visual and language models. Using a combination of vision and language models. Approach. Model architecture. Model architecture. Use a vision transformer, VIT, or CNN, e.g., ResNet, for feature extraction and a transformer-based decoder for text generation. Data pipeline. Train on datasets like MS COCO, which contain image-text pairs. Pre-process images using resizing and normalization. Data pipeline. Train on datasets. I said this already, sorry. Training objective. Optimize for loss functions like cross entropy, ensuring the generated captions are semantically and are semantically and syntactically correct. Inference workflow. Feed feed new image inputs. Feed new image inputs. Feed new image inputs through the trained encoder-decoder pipeline to generate captions. Evaluation. Use blue or rogue. Use blue or rogue scores to assess caption quality. Follow-up question. Follow-up question. How would you handle ambiguous or complex images with multiple elements? How would you handle ambiguous or complex images with multiple elements? Introduce attention mechanisms to focus on specific regions of the image. Introduce attention mechanisms to focus on specific regions of the image and improve caption specificity. All right, okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. It was a good live though. They didn't show to this one. It was a short live. Oh, Artist Life. Okay, cool. I love that he popped out. Artist Life is cool. Artist Life, you showed us Artist Life, I believe. Did pop out in though. I got a few others that I know. I love that. I love that. As long as you can cultivate a good group, that's everything you need, you know. It was so funny because my group was very different about a year ago. I was looking at my live sessions when I was unpacking things here at this place. Actually, I think it was 2 years ago at this point. It was about 2 years ago, 2023, about March 2023. And I'm unpacking stuff here at this place, and I went live as I'm unpacking while I'm playing music. And it's so funny because like some of the same people are there, but there's a very large difference of people that are in the chat. And it's funny how like the group that's in your TikTok live sort of evolves over time. I think it's been fairly stable for me for a little bit, but I mean, 2 years ago, it was very, very different. So it's just interesting. I think that I just didn't have like a fairly stable group of people that would come in. It would usually be like sort of a revolving door of individuals where maybe some people would come back, but very rarely did they do that. And when they did come back, it was probably only for like a couple months, and then they would like peel off for a bit. So when I see somebody from those days, like I don't know, like Dior No Pizza or like Skippy, for example, they'll like come in and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. This has been a minute. Jaden Burns, obviously, he's a staple. He's been there since like 2022, actually. Yeah, so shoot, that was almost 3 years ago at this point. Shoot, I was broadcasting back in 2021, maybe? Or maybe I really started in 22. I forget. I've had a lot of fun, though. I've had a lot of fun just talking to people. Very low energy stuff, you know. My energy has definitely changed over the years. I gotta take this sweatshirt off. I'm actually getting a little hot in here. Getting a little hot and heavy. It's getting sweaty in the booth. I'm joking. Joking, guys. Hold up. What is the deal? Left on red. And here I am. Well read. Well read. And we zoom back up to the beginning. Let's go back. Chapter 10. I think we were on was it text to image? Where were we on? We're on the penultimate chapter. We're on chapter 10. It only goes to chapter 11. I think we were on realistic face generation. Because I did read image captioning. Oh, maybe it was retrieval augmented generation. Maybe it was that. All right, let's see. For me, it's been a mix of people that I've been friends with over the years on TikTok from various creators. It's interesting to see them all in the same place. Yeah, no, definitely. It is interesting to go from that shift from somebody who's been watching a live for a while to somebody who's now creating a live. It's a very different vibe, and I truly enjoy, the reason why I do it so often is because I truly enjoy the stream of consciousness that comes from going live in front of people and being sort of like forced to have to create an improv in the moment, something that's unique and specific to that very moment in time. So when somebody, for example, will like put something in the chat that's like very specific to this one moment, I can only really respond in the way that I'm responding right now to what has just been said. So I think that there's some sort of improv ability that I love to cultivate in doing that, but I also love being able to structure a sentence better and better as I practice. So that's part of the reason why I love going live as often as I can. But it has definitely reduced in quality over the years. They pop in for a few minutes and then leave, but I have had someone stay for the entirety of the live. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's a good bit right there. If you can have somebody stick on for a little bit. My man Life Elements, he's in here. He's my guy doing that in here. I appreciate you. My man Life Elements. We got Kirsten on YouTube. I appreciate you watching on that tab as well. Thank you. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm in the right spot. So shout out to everybody there. Yeah, okay. We are... Oops. Okay. Because if I don't get to the very end of that, it like will create a separate tab. Retrieval augmented generation. Retrieval augmented generation. Question. Explain how you would design a retrieval augmented generation RAG. Explain how you would design a retrieval augmented generation RAG system that combines external knowledge retrieval. Oh, okay. That combines external that combines external knowledge retrieval with GPT-based text generation, with GPT-based text generation. Approach. Knowledge retrieval. Integrate a search or retrieval system. Integrate a search or retrieval system, e.g., Elasticsearch, FAISS, to extract relevant documents or passages from an external knowledge base. Context integration. Use retrieved knowledge as part of the input prompt for a GPT model to generate context-aware responses. Training and fine-tuning. Fine-tune the GPT model to improve its ability to synthesize retrieved knowledge into accurate answers. Pipeline optimization. Optimize latency by pre-indexing knowledge bases and caching frequent queries. Evaluation. Assess performance using metrics like relevant accuracy and response coherence. Follow-up question. How would you ensure the generated response does not hallucinate incorrect information? Implement filtering mechanisms to verify retrieved knowledge and incorporate confidence scores for outputs. Realistic face generation. Question. Design a system for generating realistic human faces using generative AI models. Approach. Model selection. Use generative adversarial networks, GANs, such as StyleGAN, which are known for high-quality face generation. Data pipeline. Train the model on large-scale datasets like Celeb-A HQ, pre-processing images for consistency in resolution and alignment. Training strategy. Use adversarial training where the generator and discriminator where the generator and discriminator improve iteratively. Output control. Introduce latent space manipulation to control features like age, gender, or expression. Evaluation. Assess generated faces using metrics like Fréchet Inception Distance, FID, and human evaluations for realism. Follow-up question. How would you prevent ethical misuse of the system, such as deepfakes? Implement watermarking techniques, usage policies, and detection algorithms to identify synthetic content. Okay, we're on high resolution image synthesis. All right. Okay. I gotta take a breather. 17 minutes in. Life Elements, wherever you're watching from. Hi. Thank you so much for the love, Kirsten. Definitely. We appreciate the love here. All right. Let's, am I saying Fréchet right? Let's see. Smart lookup. It's not giving me anything. You know, I was able to like highlight it before and it would just speak it. But it looks like it doesn't have that, so let's go ahead and copy that and paste it into my Brave browser. Paste. Fréchet distribution. There is no. How to pronounce Fréchet. Watch on YouTube. Or watch here. Okay, watch on YouTube. Fréchet. 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 Alright. Fréchet. Like the Fréchet Inception Distance. Alright, let's go ahead and see where I say that. Whoopsies. Assess generated faces using metrics like Fréchet Inception Distance, FID, and human evaluations for realism. Fréchet Inception Distance. All right. Hopefully that helps. All right. Okay. High resolution. High resolution image synthesis. Question: how would you design a generative AI system that produces high resolution images high resolution images from low resolution inputs? From low resolution inputs. Approach: model architecture. Use super resolution GANs, e.g., SRGAN, or diffusion models trained to enhance image quality. Data preparation. Train on paired datasets of low-resolution and high-resolution images. Loss functions. Optimize with perceptual. Optimize with perceptual loss. Using feature maps from pre-trained networks and adversarial. Such hard S's, so sorry. And adversarial loss to balance pixel fidelity and perceptual quality. Scaling. Optimize inference pipelines to handle large image resolutions. Efficiently. Deployment. Offer the system as an API. For scalability, integrating with cloud-based GPU solutions. Follow-up question: how would you handle real-time requirements for high-resolution outputs? Reduce latency using model pruning, efficient inference frameworks like TensorRT, and batching low-resolution inputs. Text-to-image generation. Question: design a system that generates images from textual descriptions, such as a dog playing in the snow. Approach: model selection. Use diffusion models, e.g., stable diffusion, or GANs, conditioned on textual inputs. Data preparation. Train on large datasets like LAION or MS-COCO. Pairing text prompts with images. Text encoding. Use pre-trained language models such as CLIP or BERT to encode text prompts into embeddings. Image synthesis. Generate images using models that map text embeddings to visual outputs. to visual outputs. Evaluation. Assess image relevance. Assess image relevance and quality using FID scores and human evaluations. Follow-up question. How would you improve the diversity of generated outputs? Introduce techniques like classifier-free guidance, diverse sampling strategies, and latent space perturbation, and latent space perturbation. Okay, all right. We made some distance there. Yo, what's up, Phoebe? What up, Phoebe? I'm going back to bed, but have fun with the audiobook king. Hey, it's good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. 2 minutes ago, I just barely missed you, but hey, thank you so much for popping in. Good to see you. Good to see you. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Phoebe White, Miss Phoebe White, Queen Phoebe White. I appreciate you. Personalized headshot generation. Question. Build a system that generates personalized headshots for professional use. Allowing users to specify features like attire and background. Approach. Input requirements. Collect user-provided selfies and preferences for attire, background, and style. Model architecture. Use diffusion models or fine-tuned GANs capable of generating high-quality portraits. Or fine-tuned GANs capable of generating high-quality portraits. Feature control. Enable conditional generation using input prompts or latent code manipulation. Post-processing. Enhance resolution and refine details using super-resolution models. Enhance resolution and refine details using super-resolution models. Deployment. Integrate the system into a web or mobile application, offering an intuitive user interface. Follow-up question. How would you ensure consistent quality across diverse input images? How would you ensure consistent quality across diverse input images? Use pre-processing techniques for image alignment and normalization to standardize inputs. Text to video generation. Question. Design a system that generates short video clips based on textual descriptions. Such as a waterfall flowing in a forest. Approach. Model selection. Use video generation models like GANs or temporal diffusion models trained on video text trained on video text datasets. Input encoding. Process textual descriptions into embeddings using pre-trained language models. Process textual descriptions into embeddings using pre-trained language models. Frame synthesis. Generate individual frames using generative models and stitch them together to produce smooth motion. And stitch them together to produce smooth motion. Temporal consistency. Apply techniques like optical flow estimation to maintain consistency between frames. Output optimization. Enhance video quality with pre-processing tools such as upscaling and frame interpolation. Follow-up question. How would you handle long video sequences while maintaining quality and consistency? Implement hierarchical generation where low resolution frames are generated first and progressively refined into high resolution outputs. There's some sirens. I gotta wait out the sirens real quick. Real-time speech generation. Question: how would you design a system for real-time speech generation that converts text inputs into natural-sounding speech? Approach: a successful solution would involve integrating a text-to-speech (TTS) model optimized for speed and quality. Begin by describing the system components: text pre-processing, clean and normalized text inputs, handling abbreviations, numbers, and punctuation. Model selection. Use a sequence-to-sequence architecture like Tacotron for MEL spectrogram generation, and a vocoder model such as WaveGlow or Hi-Fi GAN to synthesize speech. And a vocoder model such as WaveGlow or Hi-Fi GAN to synthesize speech. Latency optimization. Optimize inference using quantized models. Optimize inference using quantized models and reduce delays by leveraging GPUs or edge computing. Scalability. Design an API-based system to serve multiple requests concurrently while ensuring low latency. While ensuring low latency. Quality control. Implement post-processing to smooth speech artifacts and ensure natural prosody. Prosody? Yeah, prose, from the word prose, of course. Poetry, but not rhyming. Implement post-processing to smooth speech artifacts and ensure natural prosody. Follow-up question. How would you allow customization of speech parameters such as tone, pitch, and emotion? Introduce control vectors or embeddings for prosody features during the synthesis phase. AI-powered personalized learning platforms. Question. How would you design an AI-powered system to deliver personalized learning content using generative models? Approach. User profile analysis. Collect data on student performance, learning styles, and preferences. Content generation. Use fine-tuned GPT or BERT models to generate tailored text-based content such as explanations, examples, and quizzes. Multimodal integration. Integrate image and video generation tools for visual learning. Integrate image and video generation tools for visual learning aids using models like Stable Diffusion or text-to-video generation systems. Adaptability. Adaptivity. Implement reinforcement learning to adapt content dynamically based on feedback and performance. Evaluation metrics. Track engagement, knowledge retention, and user satisfaction to assess content effectiveness. Follow-up question. How would you ensure generated content aligns with educational standards and avoids misinformation? Incorporate retrieval augmented generation (RAG) techniques to ground the model's outputs in verified educational content. Multimodal AI for e-commerce product search. Multimodal AI for e-commerce product search. Question. Design a system that combines text, image, and video data to improve product search functionality for an e-commerce platform. Approach. Input processing. Process textual queries and product images using NLP and computer vision techniques. Embedding models. Embedding models. Use clip or use clip or similar multimodal models to encode text and image features into a shared representation space. Retrieval system. Build a retrieval pipeline using vector search libraries like FAISS to identify products based on similarity. Ranking mechanism. Implement a ranking system that prioritizes relevance, popularity, and user preferences. Scalability. Design the system to handle real-time queries with distributed indexing and caching strategies. Follow-up question. How would you improve search relevance for ambiguous or incomplete queries? Introduce query expansion techniques and implement feedback loops to refine results based on user behavior. Introduce query expansion techniques and implement feedback loops to refine results based on user behavior. Giving it a little bit of a few spares in there, Dynamic music composition system. Question. Build a generative AI system that dynamically composes music based on user inputs such as mood, tempo, and genre. Approach. Input interpretation. Allow users to specify music preferences, mood, tempo, instrumentation via a user-friendly interface. Model selection. Use models like RNN-based LSTMs, transformers, e.g., music transformer, or VAEs to generate sequences of MIDI data. Feature conditioning. Incorporate conditional generation techniques to align outputs with specified inputs. Synthesis. Use tools like Fluid Synth or WaveNet to convert MIDI outputs into high-quality audio. Customization. Enable iterative feedback loops, allowing users to tweak and regenerate specific sections of the composition. All right, 1 second. I gotta see if this is... Still here, just cleaning up my paint. Love it. Allowing users to tweak and regenerate specific sections of the composition. All right, 1 second. I gotta see if this is... Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kirsten. Allowing users to tweak and regenerate specific sections of the composition. Okay. All right. Yeah, to make sure. There was just definitely sounds coming from the living room, so I wanted to make sure that they were not heard. Okay. Specific sections of the composition. Follow-up question. How would you prevent the generated compositions from sounding repetitive or monotonous? Introduce randomness with stochastic sampling. Introduce randomness with stochastic sampling while balancing creativity and structure through constraint-based generation. AI-based visual sound. Okay, there's like 1, 2, 3 more. Okay. AI-based visual storyboarding tool. Question. Design a generative AI system that helps filmmakers create visual storyboards from scripts. Approach. Script parsing. Extract scene descriptions, character names, and actions from the input script using NLP techniques. Text to image generation. Use a diffusion model like Stable Diffusion to generate scene visuals based on textual prompts. Scene consistency. Implement latent space conditioning to ensure visual consistency across multiple scenes, e.g., maintaining character appearance. Multi-frame outputs. Generate sequential frames for complex actions or transitions. User feedback integration. Allow filmmakers to edit, annotate, or regenerate visuals interactively. Follow-up question. How would you handle scenes with abstract or hard to visualize descriptions? Implement a retrieval system to reference related images or artistic styles to guide generation. Let's take a quick break real fast. 46 minutes into this one. That's a lot. That's a lot. Usually these are like 17, 22, 24 minutes. This is 46 minutes so far. This has got to be the largest chapter so far. By far. Yeah, I'm glad I did not do this last night. That would have been crazy. It would have been crazy. Or 2 nights ago, rather. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Thank you, Kirsten. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're telling me. Seriously. Fashion AI. Fashion AI. Fashion AI. Fashion AI. Personalized outfit recommendations. Question: how would you design a generative AI system that generates personalized outfit recommendations based on user preferences and wardrobe images? Approach: user profile. Collect user inputs, including style preferences, favorite colors, and wardrobe photos. Image analysis. Image analysis. Use a vision model like ResNet or VIT to analyze wardrobe images and categorize items. Outfit generation. Train a conditional GAN or transformer-based model to generate outfit combinations based on learned fashion rules. What are those? Based on learned fashion rules. Style suggestions. Integrate seasonal trends and user preferences to personalize outputs further. Feedback loop. Enable users to rate suggestions, improving the model's recommendations over time. Follow-up question. How would you optimize the system for diverse body types and cultural preferences? Introduce personalization parameters and train the model on inclusive, diverse datasets. AI-powered story generation tool. AI-powered story generation tool. Question: design a system that generates personalized short stories based on user-provided themes, settings, and character descriptions. Approach. User input. Collect prompts such as genre, setting, character names, and narrative tone. Model selection. Use a GPT model fine-tuned for creative story generation. Story generation. Implement a multi-turn generational pipeline to produce coherent and engaging narratives. Customization. Allow users to tweak parts of the story, such as rewriting sections or changing character arcs. Output evaluation. Integrate grammar checks and coherence metrics to ensure quality outputs. Follow-up question. How would you ensure generated stories remain original and do not plagiarize existing content? Apply plagiarism detection tools and train the model with diverse copyright-free datasets. Chapter 11, Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect, guys. And oh my gosh, after freaking 52 minutes, after 52 minutes, we are finally at Chapter 11, Practice makes perfect. And I feel like after 52 minutes, we have finally practiced enough. This is enough to say goodnight. Oh my gosh. My voice is killing me right now. Yeah. I just need to find a more neutral tone to say these words with, because this ain't doing kind things to my voice. That's for sure. Charge my iPad tonight. Put my drinky drink over here, my drinky poo. All right. Okay. We did it. Guys. We did it. Wait, hold up. There we go. We did it, guys. We did it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save that. But seriously, look at this. Look at how freaking crazy this is. Hold up. Let's zoom out. That's inordinately longer. That's 52 minutes. That's more than the longest chapter so far has been 26 minutes. Okay, I feel like the intro doesn't count because it's 3 chapters altogether. But even if that were the case, it would be 33 minutes. It's almost twice that. It's crazy, guys. What is the deal? What is the deal? And you know what? I think I put it out there in the universe, though. I think I sort of made it happen when I named this stream Penultimate. I might have named Twitch something different, but I named YouTube Penultimate because I wanted to say that this was the second to last chapter that we were recording today, and that's literally all we had time for. I'm surprised I made it this far. I did not plan to be here till midnight. I really didn't. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I really appreciate that. This needs to be more stable. We need to find a more stable table for this to be on. More stable table. Sure. All right, guys. I think that's it for me tonight. But I really appreciate you sticking around and watching me up to this point. Thank you very much. Kirsten, thank you very much for watching me the entire night. I super appreciate that. Thank you for driving up those YouTube analytics. I appreciate you guys liking it up as well. Thank you. Life Elements, I assume that is you on Twitch. I super appreciate you coming in and leaving the tab on there. I super appreciate that. Life Elements, you are the man. Thank you very much. And I think that's it for me tonight. So you guys have a wonderful evening. I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I will see you tomorrow. I'll be back on tomorrow, probably about like midday, maybe even earlier in the day, to finish up this book, either recording wise or start with some editing, since my voice is feeling a little gone at the moment. I might leave editing for Sunday. We'll see. But we'll wrap this up this weekend. So thank you guys for tuning in. And if you'd like a free copy, let me know. Send me a DM. I will hit you up with a free copy when this releases. Let me know. I will let you know what that is. And if you've got a Solana address, send that to me. Get us DM that Solana address. I will send you a free cryptocurrency, free of charge, no purchase necessary. So just send me that, and yeah, thank you guys so much.